One nation, one tax is one big step closer to becoming a reality. One of the most controversial but highly anticipated tax reforms that's been in the making for years, the GST bill was passed in the Rajya Sabha on the 3rd of August. But the big question is, what impact will this bill have on your wallets? Let's take a look.
Let's start with understanding what the GST is. As the name suggests, it is an indirect tax levied on goods and services. The reason it will be a game changer once implemented is because the GST will replace all other indirect taxes that are levied by the centre and the state. What does this mean? Taxes such as excise duty, service tax, value-added tax, luxury tax, entertainment tax, etc. will all be replaced by one GST rate. The next question is, how will the GST work? There will be two parts to it, the central GST and state GST. Both these rates will be levied simultaneously. So for example, if the GST rate is set at 20%, then the central GST would be 10% and the state GST will also be 10%.
Now let's talk about the rate of the GST and the likely impact on consumers. There is still a lot of debate on what the final GST rate should be, but experts are of the view that it could be anywhere between 18 and 22%.
Let's compare. In the current non-GST regime, indirect taxes add 27% to 32% to the cost of goods and about 15% to the cost of services. However, once GST comes into effect, the cost of goods will come down while the cost of services will rise. But overall, the tax burden on the consumer is likely to reduce. Let's break this down further. Things that will get cheaper include groceries, small cars, two-wheelers, movie tickets, and consumer electronics. On the flip side, air tickets, mobile bills, insurance premium, and eating out are some of the things that will cost more. What else do you need to know? There are certain items that will be exempt from GST. Alcohol, tobacco, petroleum products, and tax on electricity bills are some examples. These items will retain their current tax structure. So what else has to happen before the GST comes into effect? Now that it's passed by the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha, the bill has to be passed by at least 15 states in their respective assemblies, following which the President has to sign off on the legislation. The intended date for the GST rollout is 1st April 2017.
Those were some of the key points that you should know about the GST. If you have any questions or comments on the impact of the GST, then drop in your comments or do write into us on pfcorner@bankbazaar.com.